Hey peeps, I'm Yuzu Henshin and welcome to Let's Talk CosPlocks number 3. That's right, we're back again for yet another sitting down and me rambling and talking. You may not mean. Let's crack a cold one. Also, I need to wet my whistle because my bloody throat's aching me. So yeah, so basically for first time viewers watching this, basically it's just me just sitting in and just talking about anything that can come to the top of my head. But first things first, before I talk, more stuff is before this video will be uploaded at before it will be my late final thoughts of Kamen X, and on that I show and tell what stuff I will be getting or what have you got, judging from the little update down below. So yeah, I'm going through right now. So the stuff I got beforehand, so I got myself Night of Safari. Let's see what else. Giri Jumbala, I meant, sorry. Tattle Legacy, of course Braid's final form. Forze's Gashat. Gimes Gashat. Pac-Man's Gashat. Poppy's Tokimiki Crisis Gashat. And of course I have Mighty Brothers Double X. And yep, and here's the Keeper Gashat right here. And here I've got the of course Paradox's personal Gashat. Now, funny story about this is this is an absolute nightmare. This one costs a lot. I don't know how much I paid for it. Like, I think I must pay about what, about 100 so pounds. That includes post and package, and I had to pick it up down in my local area for picking it up, and the shop assistant was a pain in the arse. He was absolutely clueless. He was, but lucky enough, it arrived. It works fine, so that's good. And what else we've got? And yes, here it is. The actual Ride Rider Kamen Rider Chronicle Gashat. Sadly, like I said on my news updates, that the actual Gashat is with that and the Bugfizer Zai right now onto say eBay. It's like 150 plus pounds for it now. So that's like crikey, that's a lot. So I'm gonna be saving it up, but that's problematic. But then again, what's the point of getting something that I already got? Even though I would really like to get Chronicle, you know, this one has, like I said, got Nico's voice onto it. So yeah, yeah. So for not only this, there's a lot I've got as well. I've also got my Christmas presents, but due to money issues from my family, so I thought to myself, well, if they can't get these for me, I'll get them for myself. Case in point, of course, had to get X8 on in Duvo D, of course, and not only that, but also the complete collection of season 1's My Hero Academia. Yes, it's even got the original Blu-ray, Blu-ray DVD, and of course the little booklet, and it comes with the keyring, and of course All Might plus Ultra. What else we've got? Yeah, that's nothing else I could think of. What I've got to. Hang on, what's this got here? Oh, that's funny actually, because since I've shown all that stuff out, with mostly X8 stuff, and now I need to prepare myself getting stuff for build, so that's something to look forward to. Yeah, and other things I've done as well is like I'm also preparing myself for this year, because literally right over there I'm starting to paint up my cosplay for Midoriya, for hopefully for FamiKamen. Now speaking of that, actually, and give me a sec. Yeah, just got these yesterday from work for red boots, except for the red boots hasn't got hang on, I'll just put this off. Have to be careful because it's still wet. Yeah, so this was completely red, so I thought I might as well paint it around it. But I was gonna put latex on it, but it was not too thick enough for it. So so I'm paint it around, but of course I had to do it beneath here as well. But that's was it yeah, I've got the paint right here. Acrylic paint, I don't know if that's going to do the trick. I doubt it, because especially this is going to get absolutely wrecked. But lucky enough, no one's going to be seen beneath it, that sort of thing. But it's not a rough job, but then again, not just that, I also have to change the shoelaces around. But then, lucky enough, I bought myself some red fabric paint, because I also need to paint this red, but that's going to be tricky because this is completely white, so it might come as pink. That means I have to put like lots and lots of layers on to hopefully get that sort of the right tone of that red. I was saying no, it would not be possible, but then again I thought I might cover up with the trousers, but then again I thought no, because Deku have tucked in his trousers, but I'm not going to be, not just his trousers, but wearing the UA uniform as well, so that's enough problematic thing about this. So yeah, I've been going to be a busy bee for this year, especially for cons coming up. Not just that, but also for like other things coming up for this year. Case in point is like the idea of hopefully co-op doing a joint project with a mate of mine, because of she's maybe thinking about coming back onto YouTube, so I still need to contact her, but the only problem is that I heard that she has like very bad internet connection, and it's very really, but I also need to get in touch with her if we're going to do such a video, because of there's going to be a period of time in March during the Easter time. I'm absolutely free the entire week, so hopefully if I'm getting that mate to well, in hopefully agreements, hopefully I can get that mate and hopefully she'll come here and actually do some videos. I'm not sure what particular videos we'll do, but I'll think about it beforehand, before she arrives. Not just and also speaking of March as well, because that's the same weeks that Ready Player One's going to be shown, and I know I fell in love with it for the first trailer, but after seeing the second trailer and seeing that motherfucking Gundam, it's like, I love it even more. But then again, after I've seen like some reviewers talking about it, it's like, I'm very skeptic, because it might be just like any sort of problem about these type of films, like say like was it Godzilla, or what film was it? Speed Racer. It's like you only watch it just for the star attraction sort of thing. You wouldn't watch Godzilla just for the kaiju instead of the squishy humans, or Speed Racer instead of the humans. You just want to care for the races. And I think this will be the same problem as well here. It's like you don't not give a toss about in the actual real world, but you'd just be looking forward for the Oasis virtual reality sort of thing. And it's funny because lately we have VR chats and bloody Ugandan Knuckles starting appearing up, and I'll just absolutely laugh and bet you that there will be a Ukrainian Knuckles in there somewhere. I doubt it, because it'll be a bit too soon, but that's a bit topical, but also it's a bit racist as well, especially for the accents that's going on around. Well, see, it's not just Ready Player One, there's also Black Panther coming out next month, which I can't wait for. That looks awesome. Of course, the Avengers, the Infinity War, or the Infinity War. Sorry, that's gonna be. Oh, can't wait to see that. Part 1 of 2, of course. Of course, Deadpool 2. But I heard it's gonna be delayed. I'm not sure when. I know I had it online, but I'm not sure when it's gonna be delayed to. Oh, that's another one I can't wait for. Is Immortal Engines, another Peter Jackson film, and judging from the looks of it, oh, it looks amazing. It looks awesome. Very interesting idea as well, especially seeing London on literally the city of London on wheels, going through the deserted wastelands. So, oh, can't wait. There's another thing I've gone as well. Is I forgot when was it? Lita and Battle Angel. Can't wait to see that. Hopefully that is gonna be looking very promising. So, and it's gonna throw people off, especially Lita's big anime eyes, but it's understandable, especially if she's an android, and but then again it's that whole uncanny valley sort of thing that's absolutely awkward. Yeah, one of the things I could think of. Oh yes, and speaking of back on doing some work, lately I'm having like very horrible nightmares, and that sort of thing, and I don't know if that might be the case of I might actually bring back my my, well, I know I've forgotten how many videos was it, 18, 19, 20 episodes of Tales Within the Midnight Hours. You can see the said playlist down here below the link down the crotch bar. So something to give a watch if if you're curious of the whole dreams and what does it mean sort of thing, case in point like falling teeth, that means worrying, that sort of thing, or they'll running away, that sort of thing. And not just that time being busy as well. So that, oh crap, was it yeah, last year I met up with my pen pal, all the way from we basically I had gone all the way to Blue Water supermarket at supermarket, I don't know, supermarket or no, Blue Water Centre that near Kent, and that's a bit of a trick to get to, especially when you're driving there. So, ugh. Especially using, I thought driving up to Coventry was bad enough, but this is like bad. And I got to Blue Water and I trying to meet up with my pen pal, and I noticed that I hear screaming and I saw like people running from the distance, like really like a massive crowd, and I thought, oh no, don't tell me. And I didn't leg it because I know, especially because obviously you don't want to be running breath just in case if the inevitable was to happen. And well, just went down an escalator and went outside like most everybody else, and I did. I had to contact my family, just warning, telling them about where I am and so making sure I was safe, that sort of thing. And what I actually heard is that well, most of us thinks it was a bomb scare, but later I heard about is it was basically like a door sort of slammed, make a crack, like a crack, a bang, a bang. That's make, and someone started like bomb, and like everyone just legged it. And funny enough, after that I actually met up with my pen pals. So very odd that was. Odd way of introducing someone. Oh yes, there's one thing I've forgotten about is back about the whole cosplay thing is that yeah, like I mentioned in my news update that I'm not going to be going to May Expo, whether or not someone who should give a damn actually would invite me to go. But so far, still one day. But I think whether or not there will better be some people going to be dropping out in May. But then again, the tickets going to the SitCon is bumped up the prices because like what, £65 for 3 full days. And there was it £65 the last time I checked, and whew, that's going to be really problematic, especially at if I'm going to wait till May, sorry, the tickets will be sold out, and whether or not I'll be able to get said weekend, it's impossible. Also, was it? Oh yeah, it's like literally 2 more weeks until the registration for the accommodation for FamiKamen. So I really need to find someone to actually share a room with, because if I find someone to share a room with, it'll obviously cut down the price. Especially I want to stay on campus, so I really need to find someone as soon as possible before that happens. Especially I need to go and ask around next week, before Monday, basically the last Monday of this month, really. Oh crap! I just realised something. Although I've just already presented most of the my merch, the one thing I definitely need to get this month, I need to get Ultraman G-Don Doof. So I need to get that this week. Well, not just that. It's also I need to get myself Kamen Rider Hentai Kamen 2 on Doof, and crikey, that's not just that. I need to get my hands onto as well. And was it Prison School, Once Upon a Man, Steam Boy, many more. Speaking of all of most of the anime stuff, there's also series. I'm hoping we start actually watching the season round of anime. So as case in point, like this month we've got so far. Let's see, I got to be watching. Well, there's the release of Classiloid season 2, which I only see season 1 because it looks very interesting. Especially like classic magicians, your typical shonen style battles, that sort of thing. And let's see, what's the ones I be currently watching right now? Let's see, Killing Bites. I think that's the right name for it. And then there's Darling in the Franxx. So far I've seen only episode 1 and I'm not too sure, but I need to see 2 more episodes of it and decide whether or not I get skipped, but I think most likely that's going to be skipped. What else to say? There's another one I was gonna got my eyes onto, because case in point that one particular character looks like a Moomin from the classic Moomin series. There's another one, but I think I'll just drop it because it's just smut, of course. Don't get me wrong, because I do like fan service, but judging from that the images I saw on Google, it looks very very typical, that sort of thing. And that's the problem as well, because that's what I really can't get into the whole latest anime series is that most of them looks like the same old story and same plot and the same thing. However, that I've just recently watched Devilman Crybaby, and it really hit the feelings, and I definitely got 2 new waifus out of it. But yeah, and the way it ended, it's just like, yes, that's how it ended in the actual manga itself, but also the problem is as well is the art style could be good and not good, but also it's supposed to be bringing back like the ultra violence about the classic 80s and 90s or 70s, judging from some people say, but I see like said series as like let's see, I'm trying to think like I've actually got some like those ultra violent ones. No, don't think so. I'm just thinking like say I'm trying to think Bennett the Sage's anime videos, case in point like Mad Dog 34, 33, I don't, correct me right, Jax. What was this? Fist of North Star, that's a good example. It's like now I'm playing the whole お前はもう死んでいる。何? Yeah, the one thing I really like about those ultra violent ones, you can actually see like actual body parts and muscular and the meat of the body sort of thing. But nowadays, it's like some of these animes, you just see like like a blanket of blood which covers up like say the spine or the actual tissues and organs, that sort of thing. So yeah, that's what I've said about it. But I think that's also what I liked about those particular styles as well, is the rawness to it as well, the animation style, not like some of these later ones like actually much more cleaner and sleeker, that sort of one. Oh, speaking of that, there's even more animes, especially Seven Deadly Sins season 2. I can't wait for. Even though I'm gonna wait for it was on Netflix, so it's gonna be just like that. Speaking of that, actually, I need to wait for Voltron, Legendary Defender. It's actually left a sort of cliffhanger. What else is it? Oh, of course, My Hero Academia season 3 was being left off from with a book. I know. I only got up to volume 9. I was about to say 6, but no, it's 9, which is most likely it's going to cover that up, especially the summer trip. Sorry. What else? Yeah. Oh, and that's another thing I need to really start watching. I need to start watching the 3 Goro animations. What was it? Goro, the animation, and Goro Grimson's something, and Vanishing Line. I need to watch those because obviously I like Goro, but then again I don't know if there's going to be any new Goro series this year. So who knows? I know because there is that that other Goro one with Decade and Guy from Go Geiger, of course. Yeah, I think that's pretty much so far I can think of what would I do for this year. I could probably explain this on the news update, but here I'm just having general and talk, that sort of thing. Now, if you guys already seen on the news update, I mentioned about my depression I was having for the last couple of months, and it's about time I would open up and say how this depression sort of happened. What it was is that after finishing like I was mentioned about the X-ray video, but I lost most of the data for that, and right now I've actually done it now, so that's good. But I basically have, like I said, I lost the data for it, and that really like bummed me out, and which sadly I wasn't able to make the first impressions of build, but judging from the full bottle from earlier on, yeah, I definitely am enjoying build so far. So good, especially the twist and the mystery, that sort of thing. And that actually leads to another reason why I was got depressed, is that at October's Expo, I literally stayed on the at the hotel at the event on the Thursday night, the night before. I stayed at the Good Hotel, and it wasn't obviously everyone's gonna be there, and there's a small crowd, and it was like, it was the first time. It's not that impressive. I was thought it was gonna be, because especially like other cons, say like for FamiKamen, KidsCon, that sort of thing. Friday was alright. Also, I haven't applied the I don't know. Did I have makeup on the Friday night? I don't know. I know you're on the Saturday night. And now this is where it's starting to hit me. On the Saturday, I obviously had like crappy skull makeup on. I was outside in the evening. I was sitting at the Fox Cafe, just waiting, and I met this. I was just sitting on this table with two of these young ladies, and this guy who's got an awesome mustache, dressing up in World War Two, American style World War Two. I don't know if it's American or British uniform. I don't know, but he's got an awesome mustache. And I was talking to these girls, and I talked to this one particular one, and we started to connect. Especially we talked about like Disney sort of thing, and I even like mentioned like some much more obscure ones, say like the Rovers or like Bonkers, and I still cannot think of that bloody yellow and black creature with the long tail. That like so long name as well. It's like Lami, something like that. I'm trying to remember what even that bloody Mega Drive game as well, because you play that character and you have to try help this elephant go back on the circus to the said location. I realised he has a gorilla sidekick as well. Yeah, it's just like we're talking, and sort of we are starting to get really close and connected. But well, obviously, plenty of drinks, that's for sure, especially from my end. I was going to go for the toilet, so I gone to the toilet and I came back about literally like less than 5 minutes, and come back to the table and someone literally on the ground, and it's like, what's going on? I only gone for 5 minutes, and they have a tussle. What do you expect from Expo? They fights and drunkenness and ensue, that sort of thing. I think I even saw one time two mates take out had to carry one of their drunken mates back to their place. So surprise kid on Expo, and yeah, talking to this girl, and the girl's sister, who's the other lady with us as well. Her and that army dude was like starting kissing. It's like and it was like me and her this other girl we started talking, and then suddenly we actually started kissing, and I was like, oh, that's pretty good. It's actually we are connecting, that sort of thing. And later in the evening we went back to their hotels, not in the hotel rooms, just saying our goodbyes, and even like the guy who was with us, he just sort of gave me like words of advice sort of thing, and encouragement sort of thing, and we all gone our separate ways. And this is it. This is when it really hit me. The next day on Sunday, they see the girl say that obviously Sunday they'd be leaving, and she said on Saturday it's like saying we'll be leaving at 9 not 9 sorry at 12 o'clock on Sunday, so hope you will say goodbye to us. So which I basically did, just I just waited outside the hotel, waited for them, and I even text message to her saying like yeah, I'm outside, I'm ready to go, guys, goodbye. And then she gave me a text message saying like, look, you seem like a nice guy. And I thought, oh no. And that's like literally the first words of, look Jackson. I thought, oh shit, I know where this is going. It's like, look Jackson, you seem like a nice guy, but it's not, I don't have feelings for you. It's like, fuck. And I felt absolutely yutted. Because I don't deal with rejections very well, especially spending life being alone and know that connection sort of thing, and having someone like that busts your balls, and that hit me so hard. The rest of the day I'm suppressed, and I was even hanging in the Fox Cafe, and I was just like, you know what, fuck it. I'll go back to the hotel room, and the person who was staying with me, he wasn't fucking helpful at all. He's just like, not like sort of like giving comfort, that sort of thing. But it's just sort of the old there would do. But no, then again, a guy. Of course, I know guys that usually do that sort of thing, but and he sort of said to me, "It's like, look, Jax, just cry for your family or your loved ones." I know it's like of course, like the line I keep on like to quote is the Bran line from Game of Thrones. That whole don't cry because the fuckers don't deserve it, that sort of thing, and then of course later on I started calming down, and I thought to myself, you know what, it's Expo, and of course there's bound to be some plenty of heartbreaks as well. It's kids and point. Even like remember at kids con, it's like a mate of mine got so drunk, and she said to me the old oh, you're my best friend in the whole wide world, and no, I mean it, and of course the next day she's just completely forgotten about it. So I was like, yeah, it's gonna be one of those nights, but one thing sure is it was definitely I got more kisses out that night than the last year's event in October, when in October, yeah, Expo, sorry. I actually made out with a girl twice, and this con in particular in October, we made out like more than twice, more than 3 times, and that's what really bothers me as well, is the fact that there was someone else I actually can connect to, and she did that to me, and I just, because that other, the girl who I have feelings for, I try to, because we have that sort of connection, but I don't think she knows it, that sort of thing, but I don't know, it's hard to tell, because I know, I don't know what her case is, that hell, even her mates was like, we don't know about anything about her and what her likes and that sort of thing, but, yeah, I'm not going to go too much into it. So, yeah, it's a bummer that someone I actually connected busted my balls again, and that's a shame, and at least, like, some, yesterday at, after work, one of my work colleagues, or someone from at work, had leaves from work, and we all had a drink at my local area. What's about this yesterday night was very special was that this girl, who also is a fan of like say Tolkien or Lord of the Rings, and which I did notice it, so she showed me her tattoos of Totoro. And I thought, oh, yes, an anime fan from a local area, and that's awesome. And if I would put a picture right here with me and the lovely Ruby, she's actually awesome. And even talked to her boyfriend about the anime and that sort of thing. Even like anime suggestions as well. Even like I talked to him about I introduced him. Was it Requiem Vampire Hunter, and of course we have both interests of Saga as well. It's like, oh, that's what I want to do. It's actually, well, that's especially the whole positive thing actually is actually meeting new people as well, even though it's work, and you know how work is. It's like you drink, and then the next day it's like, hey, how did I do that? I don't know. It's hard to tell, especially when you work in the bloody post room most of the time, absolutely bored out your skull sort of thing. But hopefully that's me and the lovely Ruby actually would and her boyfriend as well. Hopefully we'll hang out and talk any more anime stuff or anything interests us, that sort of thing. What else is there? Yeah, back about the whole depression sort of thing, because that's got one plus. Now gotta go back. It's time to get about the past. Now let's talk about the past. Yeah, after Expo, and I think that's what really clinches about me and Expo. I'm just giving up to it. Although whether or not, like I said, again at my news update is that whether or not I'll be going back for October's Expo this year, I'm not too sure. I love Halloween, but I got to think about that, because especially with snow holiday plans coming up, and I really need to think about that. Yeah, and that was the cause of the depression. Those last couple of months was really bad, and that really hurt me very bad. And that's what I'm hoping to do for this year, is actually be more positive. Like I did, like yesterday, actually meeting with new people and talk to actually local people, but it's really tricky because with them money saving up, and that's going to be problematic because that means less of time I'm going up to London, and that especially now that the train fares are going to bump up the prices, and that's going to be problematic. But then again, I've got the whole bloody steampunk meets up in London. That's like usually Thursdays, but that's going to be pretty tricky to go up to London nowadays, really, because due to that. I think that's another thing about positivity as well, is that because I got some people want to talk to online, but one of them is, like I said, my mate earlier on about thinking about going back and working on to making YouTube videos again, and the other one, and I really need to start actually hanging out with her again, because of well, not just them two really, but there's other people I want to actually hang out and talk, because I really want to, because, sorry, I'm just lost in thought, trying to think the right words. Yeah, I just really need to connect with people again, but I'm really sorry, guys, if I'm pondering against that. I'm just trying to think the right way of saying it, because, like I said in my news update, I don't know, bring up, also put the bloody link down here, the news update. Just that depression really hit me hard, and I'm just laughing the fact that there's someone I just saw a quick video on YouTube about a girl mentioning about her depression and how she opened up, and yeah, it really sucks. And then there was a few times with obviously suffered depression a couple months before, about how much I just hate myself because being this low and this pathetic, that sort of thing. And not only just that, so even like having something in my hand, and I'm just thinking, I just want to fucking end it just so badly, but I can't, because the sole reason is that I got 3 beautiful nieces and a nephew, and I really don't want them to upset. Even went to on the top floor of my building, and I'm just thinking about it, and I thought, no, don't, because honestly, that's not the answer, isn't, because it's not the right way, definitely not. I'm just, I don't know, I'm just going a bit very deep for the moment, but it's not the answer of doing what you think it is. It's never not. Especially, it doesn't bloody help, especially the whole bloody, that dickhead's video that when he uploaded, and the whole disrespectful sort of thing, and really starting to open up, and especially like Jacksepticeye, and he did the charitable live stream, and how much money he made, especially that's going towards the suicidal what was it called? I'm gonna put the name down here. Where that money is going to, not just Jacksepticeye. I remember Markiplier, and also was Paws donated to that charities as well. So, tots for them. Although I am one of those people that's with the depression and those thoughts in particular. I know. I'm gonna go for the whole bloody anime name. Was that this beautiful and yet ugly? Oh, this ugly but yet beautiful world. Because life is a roller coaster. I'm thinking about bloody Red Hot Chili Peppers songs. No, that's Roller Coaster of Love or whatever it is. I don't know, I'm trying to remember what it was, but yeah. No, it's just life is a roller coaster, and you definitely need people to be there, and that sort of thing. And yeah, if you are, no, I'm not doing it just for the views and whatnot. I'm just doing it the more genuine sort of thing, like that fucking dickhead does. Even though that's odd actually, because one person mentioned about that whole video thing is about how he said about click like if you're feeling sad. Only one person said, but judging from the other videos I saw, no one else actually mentioned about that. So no, that isn't the case. right now I'm speaking actual genuine about the helpless, and like I said at the very beginning of this video about the stuff I wanted to see and the excitement. Case in point, there's the most spectacular shot in The Last Jedi. If you guys already know what I'm talking about, the light speed scene. If you know that, you know why. So like seeing that something that spectacular on screen is even I had to say it out loud, like whoa, out loud in the theater. Not like wow, I meant like whoa, whoa, and style. It's not just that. It's also amazing stuff. Sorry. This is my first can so far. Soon to be second. It's like stuff you want to see, that sort of thing. It's like obviously, like I mentioned, I can't wait to see season 2 of My 70 Sins, and there's season 3 of My Academia, and of course the films I already mentioned. It's like those sort of things you'll be missing out, sort of thing. It's a real shame because even like I know I'm just thinking about the whole sadly passing of Wario and how he missed Kamen Rider X8, which is based on video games, and his Kamen Rider FamiKamen Rider is based on video games as well. And it's a real shame because even like Caitlin made a video to Toei. I don't know, so like so like a even speaking in Japanese, saying like Toei, can you possibly because honour my friend Jorio, who's into video games, and I don't know, I was in throughout X8, I'm trying to find something that would be sort of inspired by Jawariyo's Kamen Rider fan projects, that sort of thing, and but what I'm saying is that there is amazing things out in this world people made up. There'll be the goods, bads, there'll be the good goods, and there'll be the bad goods, and the bad bads, sort of thing. It's like something very spectacularness and wonder in this world, even though this world is ugly, but there's something in it, that sort of thing, and I don't know, I'm just repeating myself the whole thing, but yeah, what is on and on, and also that's another thing I really should do about is just that, so at least that's out of my system, but the whole depression and those particular thoughts sort of thing about. I just want to make an impression, although yes, I'm not making this videos to make profit, that sort of thing. I just want to make the videos to as to, well, not just to express, but also I'm a bit getting choked up. Actually, just sort of reaching out and people have interest. It's like even though this year I need to make much expressing myself, but I guess expressing myself of talking about this sort of thing, and not just that. With the art, I like to get back and doing, but I'm not sure what exactly arts I'll be doing. It's gonna be a bloody mystery, that's for sure. But I'll definitely be doing some sketches and drawings. And I might have to talk to my mate Gigi because of he's sort of going the same sort of progress as well, had the same problem, and he's done do like art as well. Some of the pictures right here, and including, I'll put the link down here below, and check out his artwork and support my mates because he needs it. And I'm not too sure what exactly I'll do for the arts, but I'll think something, and that's hopefully that will actually lead to not just art, but I've got a project in mind. I want to keep it absolutely vague because of I'm just worried about the whole the copyright claim. I made the idea and someone else is going to steal it, sort of thing, but let's just say my project is a certain Tokusatsu series that involves cosplay. That's it. That's a bit fun actually, because that was somewhat the idea for Ghost originally, but that's funny enough. That's going to be involved in this project. It'd be fun, especially getting how on earth I'm gonna get like the equipment and whatnot and making the outfits. So that's gonna be pretty tricky, and especially finding the cast for it as well. Then you're gonna be that's gonna be tricky to find, especially living a very socially awkward life that I'm living right now. But as to right now for that project is that right now I'm just still in the planning progress. I still need to make the whole get the monster of the week of the Kaijins. I still need to make that, and still redesigns the writers themselves. Oh shit! Sorry. Ignore that little slip up on there. Yeah, I need to sign those, and yeah, everything else, especially episodes, because I was thinking about doing 40, but that's going to be a bit too many, and then I have so many of Kaijin ideas for each monster of the week sort of thing. Well, it's not just that; it's also the matter of the villains as well. But I might most likely do like a little teaser trailer, or no, not a teaser trailer, sort of like a pre warm up on what the project I have in store sort of thing. So taster sort of thing. I think that's also another reason why I like to make this project as well, is that after seeing Farewell FamiKamen Riders, that I really like to do some of that as well. I might not have the filming quality, that sort of thing, but even though like I said, I'm not my videos and my page isn't profitable, that sort of thing, so I really can't afford getting said equipment, but I had to go cheap with it. That's a bit funny actually, because even like the project, I'm thinking of going like using Showa era style techniques of not doing like that spectacular special effect, because I even haven't got the software to make the special effects happen, like the explosions and the music, that sort of thing. And music, that's another big issue as well as the copyright issues. That's going to be problematic. Wow. No. Okay, let's just open a new one. What was I could think of? What was? Yeah, so that's another thing as far I just noticed from was doing the drop style. Oh shit, what was I on about? I was talking about projects. I don't know, it will come back with me. Shit, I remember something. Shit. Oh, I remember now. During the re-editing my Final Fantasy and Conrad X is I started to notice that well, I think even like one of my past videos, I stumble or repeat myself or say words very awkwardly. It's like I'm trying to think. One example was like I said, I think during the X aid my final thoughts for it is I said like Pandora's box instead of Pandora's box of the villain that he was. No, the villain that he is, or I put the right correction of the villain that he was. So it's like that sort of slip ups. It's very tricky because especially that X-Ray video is over an hour, and I really was meant to do it for about half an hour, but hopefully when it comes to say the my final thoughts of Q Ranger, which most likely will be the next video, I need to do. I want to make it shorter as the shortest I could possibly do, because I know last year's final thoughts on Zorga, it was about half an hour. That's included the unboxing as well. So that's gonna be problematic, especially when it comes to my first impressions of Lupin Ranger versus Patrol Ranger. So I need to get prepared to watch that and make that. But I think that when I did the first impressions of X-Aid, it was about 50 minutes. So I need to make sure of that. I was thinking about doing like weekly vlogs, but I thought, well, no, it's going to be a bit too much, because I did that with Ghost and that didn't go anywhere. especially how I just stopped about, I forgot what number was I got up to, about before the 20s or after 20s. I don't know. Correct me right here, future Jacks, or future me. So, I just, I wonder if I can think of, let's see, projects we sorted and talk about, the whole depression sort of thing. But the live stream of Funhouse, that's one. I started watching Funhouse and they're really good and funny. Oh, that's one thing as well. On the topic about depression, is that during that, I don't know if it was before or after, I think it must be in just start this new year. I mentioned about how I seen like La La Land, Coco, and even this film that really got to me is a film called Colossal. And there's a guy who's I can actually relate to because I am that guy. That sort of if you guys already seen Colossal, give it a watch, but don't expect that because it obviously features a kaiju style monster, but it's not that. But this certain character, it which relates to personal issues, drinking, that sort of thing, because it is definitely involves this character with the female character, and how his personality is similar to mine, because it's sort of like what I'm going through right now, because especially for that one certain person in my life I'm trying to impress, and she get no shit, and I just hating myself, the fact I just can't just win her, that sort of thing, and that's why I relate. Even like one scene in particular is like he was apologetic about it, but of course it was like very genuinely like shit, I'm really sorry what I just did, but later on he goes off again, and for a character that involves another character, and then he got really upset, and that really got him hard, and even like the fate of that character is a bit ooh, crikey, I don't want that sort of happen to me, because I know I can bring it to this character, but I don't want that to happen to me, especially piss off a certain character person in my life, even though I think she did, but no, as I digress. Yeah, that's another thing. That's what's the rare gems in life. Just seeing that sort of connection, that sort of thing. And right now, I'm reading the Disaster Artist, which is obviously how Greg is worked with Tommy and making The Room. And speaking of Room, I really do need to get that DVD actually. And yes, of course, I say I've seen the film as well. That's really good, especially bug off. What's his name? Franco. The Tommy Wiseau. What a story, Mark. How's your sex life? Sorry, I'm just remembering a video of when Franco was giving a speech, and you see a shot of Hugh Jackman just absolutely gutted. I don't know if it was gutted or something, but he looks like he's absolutely gutted because of he lost his performance on no, he lost his award from The Greatest Showman, which I need to watch, by the way, because it's done by the same director who did La La Land, and I also like the whole musical sort of thing, and especially the music is very inspirational to me. Again, like I said, again on the news update, I mentioned about one song in particular, Epilogue, the 2 minute-ish mark. I actually didn't notice it until now that that part of the segment was on another song. Was it? It's not Another Day in the Sun. Oh, what was it? Someone in the Crowd. That was it. That sort of styles, the trumpets and the trumpets and the drums, the rhythms of the drums. Brr, 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 brr. Then again, a bit funny I said that actually, because that music video, I don't know why is that they got banned, because it's like overly sexualizing that sort of thing. But then again, sex sales we expect. So it's like any sort of given media. Yeah, that's another thing. It's not just films, but also music. can give you inspiration? Because like that like again that's 2 minutes ish mark on that epilogue song on La La Land is definitely lifting my spirits. For definitely have given me, because if I feel sad or something, and also I will stay awake and watch Markiplier. I try not to laugh because each time I watch it I just cry in laughter, and even like watching like lots of post videos of what's it his funniest moments, and there's definitely some good old gems from it. I think that's also lucky enough with the musicals is give it that sort of warm fuzzies sort of feel. It's like excuse me. I don't know. It's like, let's see. I got on my MP3 player right now. I've got this Another Day in the Sun, Someone in the Crowd, The Audition, which is actually interesting part. I forgot what's the part of the lyric. I put the lyrics right here of what I can actually relate to, and actually is meaning. It's sort of like remind me of that the Robin Williams quote of you only given a little spot. I say this proper and meaningful. You're only given a little spark of madness. If you lose that, you're nothing. Don't ever lose that, because it keeps you alive. And I've taken that words by heart, because even like I can relate to Robert Williams about his, because that's what we do. People who funny odd people, like we sort of hide our sadness sort of thing. It's like I think I mentioned this before about this sort of case scenario. It's like if you watch Trigun, Fashion Stampede does a similar sort of thing. It's like he's sort of playing over the top and hilarious, but there's also I don't know who actually said it to Vash. I think it was Nicholas. I think it was about Vash hiding his false smile sort of thing, and you definitely see Vash's tragic backstory. Laugh to hide the pain, that sort of thing. But I think that's another thing as well, that people with depression, like just like what Robin Williams have gone through, the whole hiding just trying to keep that happiness at bay, just find something to I'm sorry, I'm just going to teary eyed because there's another sad subject at hand, but no. All in all, it's I just realised this getting dark. Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah. Was it? Now I'm trying to remember back of the whole music. So, Never in the Sun, there's somebody in the crowds. Start a Fire. That's another good inspirational a right kicker of actually trying to get that confidence boosting, that sort of thing. Even though it's if you watch that film of Why, that's I don't know, that song's very odd because of it's both a good thing and a bad thing, especially especially related to the characters, especially Emma Stone's character and Ryan Gosling's character, especially what Ryan Gosling's character Sebastian, which I was actually surprised I can remember, is what meant to be doing, but doing it just trying to get going of what he wants to do. And I still can't believe that was played John Legend, by the way, as Sebastian's friend. Don't get confused with Sebastian from Black Butler, that's for sure. Yeah, music is another, like I said, music is another thing that will help lighten up your spirits sort of thing. So, yeah, that's pretty much something. I can't think of anything else to think about really, so I think I might stop right here, because I think I literally talked more than an hour. Well, what you expect, especially being this open up, that's for sure. If I got anything else I can think of top of my head, I think that's it really. So I'd like to say thank you much, guys, for joining me with a drink in hand and listening to me talk. To whoever is watching this, so thanks for watching. But I know for sure that I don't get enough views to watch that sort of thing, but and like as another thing, I keep sorry, going back again at the news update. It's that clip from Q Ranger about the fact that like the musician mentioned about it's not much, but some people watch and it'll grow. But I know from Imagine I'm not gonna be big as my mate's page, who literally is nearing 500 subscribers. But right now I'm just at 120, but it's a bit of a scratch to get to. But I just, like I said, I'm just not doing it just for getting the subs and whatnot. But oh, excuse me. The thing is that I'm not too sure how these people work, because like I don't know how say well, excuse me again. I don't know how exactly say PewDiePie does it, because I don't know. He's definitely got his audience, as that's including that other person, but I'm not going to say. But I know that it's not going to be bloody hardly watched, but no, I'm just loving the fact that because of I got already right now I've literally made a list of what exactly I'm going to be doing for this year, and even I was just looking back at some of the old projects, because I was, oh shoot, that's a point actually. Oh no, the thing was that I was even looking on my laptop of thinking of what other means. It's like I even like digged up some of the old projects. Case in point, there's a nice little tribute I would like to do, but which is related to a video game, which I was going to kind of do during my time on I think it was like my old house era time, but that didn't go to fruition. But I think I had to bring that back up, and I might even look on my laptop, because I found as even I was looking for back at my old work, I might actually do like a sort of like a Jack and Nori style script writing. If you know Jack and Nori, you'll definitely see why, but I'll explain it once I get to that project. It's basically a project that me and my mates was going to do, but we can't do it because it's just like we're going to do for also my own project in particular, we just can't afford it. And well, then again, the other problem was that the contact with each other, that's probably, especially nowadays, we're in our different separate ways sort of thing, and that's a real shame. But I will share those two script readers later this year, but I'm not sure when that will be, but who knows. But even like got new ideas, like I did I mention it on one of my previous videos about would you press the button or would you rather, that sort of thing. I'll definitely do that, and I definitely got an idea for Valentine's, so prepare for that, because it's gonna be very special. It's funny because speaking of Valentine's, I'm even thinking about doing a video on said day. But the problem is was it the first impressions of Lupin Ranger and Plateau Ranger is happening at the same time or nearer the time of Valentine's Day, so I might have to do a bit pre-recording beforehand, especially that Valentine's video, because I'm going to be very busy, especially when I'm doing the editing of that's first impressions of that's a new Sentai series I'll be watching. Yeah, all in all, as I was saying back about the whole viewers, that sort of thing. Yeah, I'm just basically making videos what I hope people can relate to. That sort of, even like I was talking about that, I was going very deep about the whole depression sort of thing, and I hope people going through that as well. Oh, that's another thing that really pissed me off. On one person in particular on YouTube, he actually mentioned in one of his videos that he also had Asperger's as well. I was like, oh, that's really good. I was like, wow, I didn't expect that at all. But then again, he's got a kid as well, married and got kids. And it's like, wow, I didn't expect another anime fan. But no, that's another thing. I find it very odd that some people I met, or even online, some of the anime fans have Asperger's, and I'm just like a big surprise. I did not expect that. Even I remember one time at KidsCon, I actually met up with a guy. I think he's dressing up as like Shotaro from W. He mentioned to me, I don't know, was he dressed up as a Kamen Rider character? I'm not too sure. But he said he's got Asperger's, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. And we just like shakes of hands, and that sort of awesome and coolness of that happened. Awesome like that. And that's another thing that's really interesting, this film's about meeting like that, because to got that connection thing. But you know what, I really should have actually contacted him as well. And it's really difficult, especially it is a small con as well. So no, that's another thing. I think that's one thing as well. I need to start. Well, even though I said it's money saving I gotta do, but it was also actually want to actually go out to more stuff, even though with less money. But I don't know. I have to. That's something to. I think that's another thing I got to bring up as well. I'm not just saying like the wonders of this ugly yet beautiful world. Well, I don't know. I think that's thanks to that bloody anime's title and name. I think I'll go with it, sort of thing. But yeah, back on YouTube. Sorry. Yeah, back on the Asperger's guide on YouTube. I said wow, that's really awesome because I do have Asperger's and an anime fan, and it's really cool to actually meet someone else like you. I was expecting get him and saying like, oh, that's really cool, and gives that sort of appreciation, but he fucking never contacted back. Like, well, fuck you. But as I think too right now, it's like that's the problem with us people with Asperger's. We are absolutely socially awkward, and we don't know how exactly we respond because I'm literally afraid of what exactly I'm going to say. It's like I mentioned about a few details on here. I'm just worried about slipping up and don't want to cause that much issues. But that's another problem as well. If you don't want to be too opened up, because it actually would unlock deeper problems, sort of thing. It's like I mentioned about the whole thoughts thing, and that's gonna be a bit too open about it. But nah. Yeah. Yes. Sorry, I was just I keep on hearing that bloody line on online, but it's so funny. But hopefully for this year, that's there'll definitely be some big improvements. Not just on this sites, the site. I know there's halfway to my can now. There's going to be some big improvements from this site. With videos and whatnot, especially with more videos coming this way, that sort of thing. Yeah. But then again, it doesn't help when I've got like TV series to watch, but that's be cracking, but it doesn't sort of help, because even I was trying to watch Devilman Crybaby, it's like on my my console, and it is actually acting slow, so I had to go on my app to watch the rest of it, so that's problematic, especially if I want to watch the Toku series, so hopefully that's not going to be affected in that, because I've really got a lot more to watch. I'm not even sure what's next Toku ones. Obviously going to be watching the Godzilla films, of course, but I'm not sure what the elements will be, especially, I think the first, say, Ultraman, the big three, Ultraman, Super Sentai and Ultraman, I think the first one would be, then again, even Godzilla is Tokusatsu as well. Counts that as well, especially the Kaijuns and what Kaiju, sorry. I think my guesses would be Kamen Rider, Kamen Rider, the original 1970s one. That's gonna be a bit of a while, because I know that one's gonna be like 92 episodes. Correct me if I hit Future Jax, future me. Yeah. that's what I can think about. Yeah, well, back about the whole YouTube thing. I make these videos just to share out and not just lucky enough. I'm not doing it just for promotional, not at all. No, just a simple guy just talking and hope that people can relate and hopefully I don't know. I know it's a bit too early for, especially with 120 subscribers. Is I haven't got a certain name for my fan base, so I don't know what we're gonna be, but I'll just have to see once I'm stunned if I actually start to have people who actually like my contents and watch my videos or even sub to me, that sort of thing. Hopefully with more subs, it will give me much more confidence to actually make more videos. Actually get people actually give it at least give a damn. Even like, yeah, I know most people don't give a damn, but hope there is people out there who actually do give a freaking damn. To me, to you, and anyone else, family, friend, mates, loved one, aliens, whatever that can be. I think that's what I can think of for the moment. But as for the next time for the Let's Talk CosPlocks video, I'm not too sure when it will be. Hopefully, the next one, the fourth one, would be with that my mates. But like I said, I need to contact her at some point, and hopefully she will agree to do some video. But then again, it's hard to tell because that mate does not drink alcohol, or my other mate does. But my mate gets sort of hyper on Fanta, so I don't be ideal. Especially I'm living in a flat, and especially with noisy neighbours upstairs and babies living right next to family with a baby child, resting about next to mine, sort of thing. So yeah, the future is unknown. You just have to make it happen. I don't know why I got with that sudden speech all of a sudden, but yeah, if you want to do something, do it. So yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, I think that's enough. Words of advice or words of a somewhat drunken person, but no, I can actually give some meaningful words. So yeah, I think I might as well stop right now because I think I just looked at the clock and I just realised, I just started at about 3 o'clock, and then looking at it's like, wow, yeah, I'm talking about an hour and a half of it, but. Yeah, I think I might as well stop right here. So, sorry, puberty just come back to me. I'm a 13-year-old kid. Yeah, alright. Yeah, that's one thing I got as well. I'm going to give a toast to everyone who actually watches it, and you are loved. Well, certain people, not especially my buddy mates who, some of my people I know of, who does not give a damn, but no, there is people out there who actually give a damn, even though it may be false smiles and that sort of thing, but at least it gives you that sort of confidence to get through that sort of thing, and at least you can learn from it. So, one last drink to say goodbye. That's rich. Now I can really remember my old tagline. That's a bit funny actually. I don't know whether or not I might change the whole ending video, but yeah. But oh well, might as well end it right now. So thank you guys for watching and joining me with a drink, and I hope the next time with more videos on the way. So yeah, so think G, and I'll see you guys next time. Ta-ra.